Hi there YouTube friends, welcome back to Auntie A's Kitchen. This week I'm excited to share with you another British classic recipe on the channel, Lancashire Hotpot. And if you've never heard of this before, it's made of a mix of lamb and vegetables with a few added herbs and topped with potatoes that go nice and crispy in the oven. And if you're new to the channel, you can find any of the written recipes below each video. Start by dicing up your lamb into roughly equal sized pieces, and I recommend cutting smaller pieces if you're making the mini individual Lancashire Hotpots. Make sure to cut off any excess fat, but leave some as this will bring added flavour to your hot pot. Next, you're going to want to slice up your onions and cut up your carrots. And if you're using a large carrot, as I am in the video, just make sure to cut the bigger parts into smaller pieces. Put some oil in the pan, and then when it's hot, add your cut up lamb, so that you can quickly brown them off, as this is also going to enhance the flavour of your hot pot. In original and older Lancashire hot pot recipes, mutton, which has a much more of a mature taste, and lamb kidneys were both used. But these days lamb is more easily available and not everyone likes eating kidneys, so today I've left them out. After 2 to 3 minutes, your lamb should have a wonderful colour. Take it off the heat and just place it on a plate to the side. Add your sliced onions to the same pan and allow them to soak up all the remaining juices from the meat. You're just going to want to cook these for a few minutes until they begin to soften. Next, you're going to want to add your carrots to the pan and also allow these to cook for a few minutes. To help thicken the sauce, add 2 tablespoons of flour and then roughly mix it in before adding a good splash of Worcestershire sauce and then your lamb back into the pan, and make sure to add all of the juices as this will add to the flavour. Mix it all together and allow this to cook for a few minutes so that you can cook out the raw taste of the flour. After a few minutes, add your lamb or your chicken stock to the pan and add a couple of bay leaves, and I personally like to break them up. Lancashire Hotpot is another example of British comfort food at its best, and for more delicious British recipes, please check out the channel, and may I take this opportunity to say thanks for watching. On a low heat, stir in your bay leaves and then add some rosemary, fresh or dried herb, and this really pairs well with lamb, as well as then seasoning your dish with some salt or pepper. I recommend going light on the salt, as a lot of the shop bought stocks can be very salty. Just keep tasting throughout the cooking and adjust the seasoning accordingly. At this stage, leave your Lancashire hot pot simmering on a low heat, and this will give you time to prepare the other ingredients. You want to cut your potatoes up very thin, so feel free to use a mandolin slicer, or you can just cut them up by hand. As I said in the intro, I will be making one large and small Lancashire hot pot today. Make sure to use an oven-proof dish. You want your gravy to be level with your meat and veg so that your potatoes can just sit on top. It will seem a lot of liquid, but it will reduce and thicken as this cooks in the oven. Layer your potatoes around the oven dish, working from the outside inwards. I really like making these individual smaller dishes, as I think they look really nice to present each person with their own Lancashire hot pot, but just choose whatever works best for you. Once you have covered your Lancashire hot pot with potatoes, brush with a light layer of melted butter and then sprinkle some thyme on top, which is another herb that goes really well with lamb. Then cover with a lid or some foil and place into your preheated oven 180°C for 1 hour. After an hour, remove the foil and then place back into your oven uncovered for another 30 to 35 minutes until your potatoes are crispy and golden brown. All that's left to do is to serve up and enjoy your homemade Lancashire hot pot. Traditionally, it's served with some pickled red cabbage, and I also like to serve it with some garden peas mixed in with some mint jelly, and this also really complements the lamb. And of course, don't forget a glass of red wine. So from me to you, may I say cheers, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. God bless, chop och ham där.